Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and introduce to you Spanish 211 Intermediate Spanish 1. I have two sections of that this semester, so I am in my FON01 class, and if you are in the MON01, then just make sure any numbers you see on the screen that you double check what's actually in your Moodle site. First off, we're pretty much just going to use Moodle. I know some of you are used to my language labs, which look something like this, and you're used to going into my language labs and seeing activities on the calendar to complete. I have moved all of my activities into Moodle, so you won't have any activities to complete out here. The only things you'll want to use are your tutorials, maybe your e-text, your glossary, and then I also, if you don't like using your e-text on the computer, if you go under resources, there's some links that help you set up the app that will walk you through setting up an app on a tablet or a phone. Okay, and at the top here, okay, so at the very top of our class, you'll see a news forum, and I use that basically as an email. So whenever I have important information to send to you guys, I will post it in that news forum, but it'll go out to your GTCC email. Below that is another forum. It's called Missing Work. So if you miss an assignment and you want to request to have an opportunity to make up that assignment, you'll need to post in the Missing Work forum. Do not send me an email. In my email, I have not just student emails, but emails from colleagues, other emails from the organization, just tons and tons of emails. And so it's just easier for me to organize everything with the Missing Work forum. So if you post there, then I'll respond to you and let you know whether I'll let you make up the missed assignment or not, and by when you have to complete it. And when you're done, I ask that you also post in there and let me know that you're done, because there are no alerts in Moodle letting me know that you've completed a past due assignment. So the only way I'll know is if you post in that Missing Work forum. I've set up our Moodle by week, but assignments are going to be due on Thursday, even though I've set it up as the whole week. I mean, because it's a calendar, so I have to account for those days. I didn't want them to just disappear. And then what I try to do is your assignments come in on Thursday, so then Friday on I try to get your work graded. Now, granted, I do have 7 classes, so I may not be able to get everything done before Monday. But that is my hope. It just kind of depends on what the assignment is. If it's like a really big assignment, like a bunch of writing, if I have like all 7 classes turning in writing, it may take me a little bit longer. But my goal is to try to have feedback to you. You turn it in Thursday, and then I start working the rest of the week and give you feedback by Monday. All right, so here's the start here block. You guys, both sections of you are online, so you have to complete an online activity before the census date. And if you scroll down here, it'll tell you that the census date is the 25th for the FON01 class. And for the MON01, you're starting later because you're a mini-mester, so it looks like your census date is October the 19th. But you'll see that when you go into the start here block when your class starts. You can scroll down and you'll see that it says that. In there's also some videos so there are a couple of activities you can complete, and they're basically for census, like verifying your enrollment and an academic integrity quiz. That's like the assignments you complete to, and it lets us know, it doesn't count towards your final grade. It's just basically an attendance check. Then this video tells you how to set yourself up in my language labs. This one lets you know, well, this one is for if you need to buy an access code. If your access code is still good, you can watch this one. There is a 2-week temporary access code link. So if you click this link, it'll take you there so you can actually get started before you purchase it. But within that 14 days, you have to buy it or it will expire and you won't have access to my language labs anymore. There's help with Pearson, and I think this video right here tells you what to do once your temporary access code is expired and you purchase your own. Okay, so then each week is going to look like this. I'll go through a couple, but it'll just tell you the pages to study, your objectives, then your due dates for assignments, and then you'll see the assignments. An ongoing one is a class participation form. I have those in each week. You just click on them, and then you reply to the thread. It'll ask you if you have any questions or concerns about material covered in the week, and you either post your Okay, so let's see if there's anything else that I need to go over with you. Then sometimes I put these little Nearpods. You want to do them as well. They're usually practice for an assignment that you're going to have to do. Like, for example, you're going to have to do like this reading comprehension quiz. And this is practice for that reading comprehension quiz. For the oral dialogues, we talked about creating the script when you actually make the recording. I've tried to give examples, so you probably want to watch an example recording, and then I've given you multiple options for how to make a recording. The first time through, you might want to watch each of these options to figure out which one is the best one for you, but then in the future, you'll see these options again, and whatever worked for you, you can just keep using, so you don't need to watch like all the videos on how to make a recording. I just tried to give multiple options. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think there's anything else. I mean, as to different assignments, there's going to be tests, and I think like with the test, because I did give you more than one attempt, but you won't see the right answers. You'll just see that you got something wrong. And then we workshop writing assignments as well. So like, for example, this final exam, I workshop, this is the essay that's on the final exam, and you can see that it's in the submission phase. You would go through and write a draft. Then the next week you'll open this assignment again and you'll see someone else's draft and you'll critique it, and I'll also critique it. But there's videos along the way that help you because it's kind of hard to explain until it's in the next phase. So let me go back out here and see if there's anything else on the site. This is a Global Scholars of Distinction class. If you're working on that the Global Scholars Distinction program, this class counts towards it. Our homework is due on Thursdays. This is the 2-week temporary access code and the code to the class if you're in FON 01. There's a link to technical support, Spanish tutoring. This link tells you how to make accent marks. There's a COVID hotline. There's my information, my email, my blog. The blog just has like, I mean, it's not important. You don't have to watch the blog. The blog just has like resources that I've used in class before, so you're more than welcome to look at it. My phone number and extension. I'm going to update this for the office hours, so this is where you'll find it. It doesn't have to be by appointment only. I'll actually have set times. And then I do use Remind, so this tells you how to set up Remind so you can text me. I think you can also text me through Teams, which we'll use. And I'm going to change this out too. Like once we get going, I'll set up like a Teams link. So when we do have an established time to meet, if you don't want to meet me face to face, if you want to meet via Teams, you'll just click on the link that's right here. This is what the book looks like. You don't need to buy the book because we're using the online version. And if you didn't want to get the online version because everything's in Moodle, you could buy the book. You'll find the syllabi here, the schedule, the grading criteria. These are rubrics that I use to grade your written assignments and your oral assignments. But these rubrics are already embedded in those assignments, so you don't really have to pull it up if you don't want to. And then there's some resources here like tutoring, the library, etc. This is important if you're having trouble with my language labs. That's a phone number you can call. And how to make accent marks again. So some of the stuff is repeat. And I think that's pretty much everything that you need for the class. So if you have any questions or concerns, just remember to out here that you can reach out to me by email, calling, texting. So if you have any questions or concerns, then feel free to reach out to me.